Hello? Omo, I don't know. I will send you the link now. To start that one. I don't know whether na another link. Be like say na another link. Ah, now I don't do. And now I go there, I don't see anywhere to go live. I dey send am to you now for WhatsApp. Na my channel o. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Can hear me? Oh, great. Great, 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 great. Thank you so much. Let me um okay. Hi you. Hello, hello. Welcome. As you're joining in, please just drop your name and where you're joining in from. Sorry for the whole delay. We had a bit of a technical issue. Just trying to send the new link. Um, Thank you, Ebiseri from Nigeria. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we're just going to wait for about 3 more minutes before we. So exciting. It's finally here. Makeover with white tea. Hmm. Okay. Okay, as you're joining in, please um, indicate where you're joining in from and give us your name in the comment section. I can see that we have one more person. Hello, Gerald. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Please introduce yourself to us, your name and where you're joining in from. Thank you so much for coming. Um, yes, it's good to have you. Good to have you. Good to have you. Please share the link. Share the link so we can have more people joining in. Vivian from Lagos, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us today. Um, so we have 2 more minutes to go before we start. Mr. Gerald, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Gerald from Lagos. Thank you for joining us today. I'm not going to take too much of our time. It's just one. I'm going to try to squeeze everything in to 1 hour. So by 7 o'clock, we should be out of here. By 8 o'clock, sorry, we should be out of here. So just 1 more minute before we kick off. 1 more minute before we kick off. Please share the link. Please share the link so we can have more people join us. Um, the more the merrier. But I appreciate every one of you here. Thank you so much for joining. Mm. I had wanted to play a song that, but I couldn't. But as time goes on, for the next one, I'm sure we'll dance a little bit before we kick off. Before we kick off things. Thank you. Okay, so it's 10 minutes past 7 o'clock. I think we should kick off. I think we can start now. Thank you so much. Um, so it's career makeover with YT. We're just going to have an overview of what we need to do, of you know, what a career makeover really is. Why do we need a career makeover? Why do we need a career makeover? So it's going to be awesome. I'm trying to open up the slides and share my screen so that we can start. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen now and you let me know if you can see my screen. So can you see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you hear me? Please let me know if my screen is visible to you. If you can see Career Makeover with YT on the screen, let me know. Can you see my screen, please? Oh, great. Great. Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vivian and Ebiseri, for the feedback. So, career makeover. What is career makeover? Why do we need to make over our career? What do we need to do? What is it about your career? Is it just am I just referring to you as an employee, or am I just talking about a business owner, or do you want to build your personal brand or anything? What is a career makeover? So I'm going to try to dive in as much as I can and explain what this whole makeover is all about. To, to thrive as a young career professional, it is essential to cultivate a combination of personal attributes and professional skills. There are a whole lot of things that we need to do as a young professional, as an individual, as a young person. There are a whole lot of things we need to do to project ourselves in the way that we want to be seen. We want to project ourselves in the way that we want to be seen. That is the reason why I think, to start, to begin, to even begin, you need to like a total overhaul of your current situation, why you need a career makeover. Do you need to get more personal? Do you need to develop yourself, your professional skills? How do you become well-rounded, proactive? How do you become a more adaptable professional? you know how do you develop these attributes and master these skills? These are the things we are going to be talking about in this session this evening. Now, who is this session for? Who am I referring to? Who is this session for? Who needs to do a career makeover? Why do you need to do it? Who is this for actually? Who is this session for? A career makeover, this webinar. Um, if you often struggle with feelings of self-doubt and either inadequacy, do you feel intimidated or unsure of how to effectively build and leverage your network? Are you pressured by the need for continuous upskilling to stay relevant? Are you unsure about your career goals or even how to set them? Now, these things I've stated, they may seem like it's only peculiar. I know it's not only peculiar to people it's not only peculiar to people who are young or people who are trying to grow in their career. This is peculiar to everybody at different points in their life. At different points, we all feel pressure. At different points, we sometimes feel intimidated. At different points, we struggle with self doubt. When you're trying to grow, when you're trying to move from one level to another, you struggle with self doubt. Like, can I do this? Is this, can I? Things like that. So, this is what this session is about. If you've ever at any point in time felt any of these things, then you are in the right place, because I'm going to be addressing some of the issues and how you can overcome these things. Now, okay. So, in essence, as a whole, I just want to ask a question. Would you like to experience a deeply fulfilling career and life characterized by personal growth, professional success, and a well rounded, you can see that I crossed out balanced. I will give you the reason. A well rounded, harmonized existence. Is this something you would want to experience? Is it a life that you would want to experience? Now, there's a reason. We hear work life balance. People are talking about how to balance your life, how to balance your career and your life, because there are very many aspects of us as humans. But the truth is, can you really balance it out? Because even the word balance signifies that all the um all the particles, all the well, how do I put it now, all the things that are in a scale should have equal weight. You're trying to give equal weight to all the components of a scale. That is what balance signifies. That is what balance is. But can you, in reality, can you really balance your life? No, you can't. Let me give you an instance. I am here right now. I have children. Can I attend to my children as I'm speaking to you? No, I can't, of course. I can't. Can I be having my bath right now as I'm facilitating this session? No, I can't. These are different aspects of my life. So there is no balance. It's just that I set priority and I give my time to one at a time. I give my time to each component of my life at a time in a way that they all work together in harmony to give me the kind of life that I want. That is why I prefer to use the word harmony, work life harmony. How do you know when to do what? How do you know how to do what or when to give your time to what? So that is it. That is why I prefer to use the word harmony because, in essence, we can't really achieve balance. In essence, we can't really achieve balance, and that's just it. Now, why do I think I'm qualified to um, talk about a career, to talk about how you can balance your life as a career person, as a young career person? Now, of course, my life's journey cannot be squeezed and minimized into one small page. But I just want to give you an insight into my journey, into how I've come to where I am right now. I started out, I'm a software engineer, trained software engineer, but I transitioned from software engineering to HR. Started out as a PA. I mean, as a PA. And I went and I moved from being a personal assistant to HR manager. How did that happen? It happened. I have successfully recruited and interviewed over 1,000 career professionals like you. Such sessions, I see firsthand what employers need, what people need at a given time, what kind of skill sets you need to achieve the kind of life that you want. I have received multiple awards and have been recognized on different climes. I have come from isolation to being interviewed and consulted by multinationals, like you have seen in the pictures. Now, these things, to me, they are not really what makes me tick. They are not really it. But I just have to come out with it because some people may say, who are you and why are you qualified to tell me how to go about what to do with my career, what to do with my life? So this is it. I know what it takes to take your career from no to O. I know what it takes to move you from where you are to where you want to be. I know that it is a process. I know what you can do, what step you can take. We're all work in progress. We're all still learning, and that's the truth. So we'll move from grace to grace to grace. So that's my story. You know, I'm married. I have 3 kids, and I'm still a career person. I have a very busy schedule, and I'm able to harmonize this whole aspect of my life. So yes, I am, if I may say so myself, qualified to take you through this journey. So now I'm going to ask you another question. Do you want me to show you how you can achieve a deeply fulfilling life and career characterized by personal growth, professional success, and a well rounded, harmonized existence? Please tell me in the comments if you want me to show you how you can achieve this. If you want me to show you how you can achieve a well-rounded, balanced, harmonized existence, one that you are truly proud of, one that you can say, okay, this is me. Thank you, Ebiseri. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. I want to see in the comments. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to show you. Not too long. It's not going to take too long. I'm going to show you how you can achieve this. Now, I'm going to warn you. It is not a walk in the park. It's not a one night stand. It's not an overnight success. Know that it's a process and a process takes time. But I'm going to show you how you can start, where you can start from, and how you can move along the way to achieve the kind of life and career that you deserve. So, for this session, for this webinar, we're going to look at a general overview of what a career makeover is. We're going to look at some of the benefits of a career makeover. We're going to look at how to carry out a career makeover. That is the cocoa. That is the cocoa of the oral. How are you going to do it? After I show you the benefits, now what do you need to do? What steps do you need to take to undergo a career makeover? Then we are also going to touch. I am saying touch because there's no how in 30 minutes we can really go into details about this whole these things I have listed here. So we're going to touch on the importance of personal branding to your career and also the power of consistency because in the end, it is not about what you do now. It is about what you do consistently. That is what makes the difference. So I'm not going to do justice to this whole session if I do not wrap up by emphasizing the need for consistency. Now, what is a career makeover? A career makeover is a process of reevaluating and revitalizing your professional life or your personal life or any kind of life to align better with your goals, skills, and passions. It often involves a deep assessment of where you currently stand in your career and identifying areas that need improvement or change. The goal is to create a strategic plan that helps you achieve more satisfaction and success and growth in your professional journey or your personal journey. So, from this little definition, we see that it is not a walk in the park. A career makeover entails you to go into deep thinking, go into yourself to bring out who you are, to know your value system, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you anxious. What are the things that irk you? What are the things that motivate you? What are the things you see and you're like, I can do this. I should be doing this. Yes, it's a process that allows you to go in deep within yourself, to ask yourself deep questions. And some of these questions I'm going to be showing you as we go along the way. Now, how do you know that you need a career makeover? How do you know? For one, the fact that you're here alone, even if you didn't think of about it before, the fact that you're here in this webinar is a sign that you need a career makeover. I mean, this is the sign you've been looking for. But on a more serious note, some of the signs to look out for are lack of motivation. I'm just going to just dwell there a bit. Lack of motivation. Sometimes um, we say what do we say? We say, I don't feel like doing anything. I just feel sad. I don't feel like waking up. I just feel like sleeping all through. It means that alone means you need to do something. That alone means you're not doing anything that is giving you fire. It means you need to change your routine. You need to change your activities. You need to do something about your life because that feeling is telling you that you are not doing it right. That it was that feeling is saying, you know, lack of motivation and engagement. You feel disconnected with life. You feel disconnected, like there's nothing giving you joy. Everything is just happening. Everything is just happening like you're in a trance. You know, you're not part of the process. You're just seeing things are just happening. Like you're just there like a zombie. You feel disconnected. Your productivity at work is decreasing. You have noticed that you're not performing as you should or as you were. As you know, you're not on the level that you were. Another sign is stagnation in career growth. If you have remained in a particular place for a long time, like you're there for 2, 3 years, you're still in a position, no promotion, no increase, no job, no, no change in your workload or responsibilities or compensation. You know, when you see those things, it may be time to seek new opportunities. When another thing is you lack skill development, you're not developing yourself. If you're not learning new skills or facing new challenges that push you to grow, that is also a sign that you are in your comfort zone that is hindering you. Comfort. Comfort is a silent killer. Comfort can make you, just be there. And comfort will hinder you from achieving greatness. Beware. When you're too comfortable, beware. Beware. The third sign is misalignment of personal goals and values. Now, this one, this particular one, when you have misalignment with personal goals and values, how would you even know when you don't even know your values? You don't even know your goals. So those are the part. That's part of the process of carrying out a career makeover. When you have known who you are, what you stand for. They say if you stand for nothing, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. You stand for nothing, you fall for anything. You need to be able to say, this is who I am. Like this is who I am. This is what I value. So, and then sometimes you are there, you have achieved, you have done things, you have done this, you've done that, you've gone there, you are everywhere, you know. But in life, as you move on, your priorities change. For instance, you've been single and you now get married, or you now start having children. Your priorities change. At that point, as your personal life is evolving, your career may no longer align with your current values or life goals. This is an indication, a very clear indication that it's time for a shift. If you work in a company and then your values is conflicting with the company's culture, if the value of your company's culture clash with your own, you might feel increasingly uncomfortable and disillusioned. That is a sign that you need a career makeover. Number four, if you often face burnout and stress, you often experience burnout and stress. If you're constantly feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or physically drained, you feel physically drained by your job, that's a clear sign that your current career path is no longer sustainable. It's no longer suitable for you. It's no longer suitable for you. The fifth sign is increased job dissatisfaction. If you're in a job and you're feeling undervalued, you feel unappreciated, underutilized, then you need a shift. Another thing is if you're on a job and you're frequently daydreaming about being in another career. For instance, you are a lawyer and you often have dreams about being a coach, about coaching people, about teaching people. It may be a sign that you need to realign yourself, that you need to re-strategize and you know change career. So that may be a sign that you need to undergo a career makeover. Now, the last sign they are external triggers. Now, the external triggers are interesting because they don't come from within you; they come from without. And these are things like technology. You know, there's one thing I saw something. I think it was on DSTV. I saw something, and there were people back in the day. They call them knocker uppers. What do? They go to people's houses and knock on their door to wake them up in the morning, and they get paid for it. Do you think they are still knocker uppers right now? And even if they are, who would pay them? With the advent of alarm clocks. I mean, you even have an alarm clock in your phone. You have a phone, you have an alarm clock. So those people that were knocker uppers, that were paid to do that job, they have to re-strategize and think of what else can I do because that job is no longer available for me. So these are the things that are, some of the external triggers, industry changes, technology has come, AI, in fact, is changing the game. It has changed the game. If you're not using AI, I'm sorry, but you may soon just fizzle out if you're not using AI. Job market trends, what's happening, in the job market, what's happening? Are your current skills still at par with what companies need or with what clients need? Recognizing the signs early allows you to take proactive steps to realign your career with your evolving goals and aspirations, ensuring long-term fulfillment and success. Now, I'm going to go ahead to clearly state here or list out the some of the benefits. They are not exhaustive, but some of the benefits of a career makeover. What are some of the benefits of a career makeover? What are some of the benefits of a career makeover? A career makeover offers numerous benefits that can significantly enhance your professional life. And you can see them clearly stated here. You can see number one, increased job satisfaction. I mean, it's not a crime, it's not impossible to be in a job that you're happy with. If you have done your homework, if you have positioned yourself correctly, if you have done the right career makeover, you would have increased job satisfaction. Why? Because your job is now aligned with your passion. By reassessing your career, you have been able to align your work with your passion and interests. And this has led to an increase in your job satisfaction. You know, you have renewed motivation because career makeover will reignite your enthusiasm for work, making your day-to-day tasks more fulfilling. Another benefit is enhanced career growth. Now, because you have undergone a career makeover, you have you have seen with your analysis that you have done, you have seen that you need to develop your skill, and you have gone ahead to do that. These are some of the benefits. It will enhance your career growth. You are now better positioned for higher roles, for higher pay, because you have acquired the skills relevant to get those jobs. Advancement. You are now better positioned to be promoted in your office, or to even get a higher paying job or a better job because you have actually done the work. There's improved work-life balance. The word again, balance. You know, Remember what I have said, it is harmony, improved work life harmony. You are setting healthier boundaries because you now know yourself, you know who you are. You have reevaluated your life and career, and you have established better work boundaries between work and personal life, reducing stress and burnout. Now, you are now more flexible because you might discover that opportunities offer more flexibility when you have increased potential, when you have increased capacity to grow. You now find that you can find better opportunities that will offer flexibility. Of course, there's the increased earning potential. I have touched on that. I'm not going to go over that again. Then you have a higher negotiation power. Of course, if you know what you are bringing to the table, you know what you can tell people, you know what you can, say, you know what you can say because you know who you are, you know your value, you know what you can say to tell people, and then you have more negotiation power. You can tell them, no, I can't collect this amount, and they know because this person with that skill set, with his skill set is rare. We need to get the person, and that's it. I don't know. Then the fifth one is better alignment with personal goals. Better alignment with personal goals. Fulfillment of life goals. Because you have gone ahead to do a career makeover, you have identified your life goals. You have known what you want to be in the next 3, 5, 10 years. And so you have listed out, you have aligned steps that you will take to achieve these things, and you are fulfilling them. You're going. increase resilience and adaptability. This is one skill that is just so important. What is resilience? What is adaptability? Resilience is your strength, how strong you are in the face of uncertainty. How are you facing it? How strong are you? Adaptability is how are you changing? How are you changing yourself? How are you metamorphosing yourself into becoming somebody that can survive, somebody that can thrive in whatever situation they are placed? But you also have personal and professional growth. I mean, if you have done the work, if you have gone ahead to assess yourself, you know that you are growing, then of course there is a greater confidence and empowerment. I mean, I don't even need to emphasize this. I don't need to emphasize this because you have gone inside yourself. You have gone inside yourself. You have gone to know who you are, what you lack, and you have fed that lack. You have gone to train yourself. You have increased your capacity. You are more confident and more empowered to achieve the dreams, to achieve the kind of life that you want. And I mean, who doesn't want that kind of life, please? Who doesn't want that kind of life? It's like I'm talking to myself. Tell me, who doesn't want that kind of life? Where you are more confident, not braggadocious, not that you think I am, I am too much, not that you are all noise, not that you are an empty drum, but that you actually have the content. You are not a pali painted with gold. Please, who doesn't want that kind of life? Because I do. I want a better life. I want something better. I want to be more confident. Like when I enter the room, people should know that I am there. Not because I'm proud, but because I am confident in who I am. Thank you. Thank you. I want it. Thank you. Please, if you want it, tell me in the comment section. If that is the kind of life you want, please tell me in the comment section. I want it. I want it. I want it. You need to see what you want. You need to see, yes, you're not a gold plated pali at all. Oh. You are gold, raw gold. And you know, thank you for even that reminding me of that analogy. What is gold? The thing that you see as gold, the pure, the more pure or the highest carat of gold goes through the highest amount of suffering. Let me use that word because they go through fire, they are purified. And then when they come out, you now say, 24 karat gold. Yes, that is it. I am gold. Say it, you are gold. I am gold. I am gold. And I will show up as gold. I will show up as gold. In fact, I am so fired up because that is what I want. Not just for me, not just for me, but for you too. I need you to know that it is possible. It is possible to have the life of your dreams. It is possible to have confidence in yourself. It is possible to enter a room and people are like, Oga, what is that song? President General among the nations. When people will begin to hail you like, Oga, you too much, Madam, you too much. That is it. That is it. You can do it. You can be that person. You can be that professional that stands out. You can be that coach that stands out. You can be that business owner that stands out. You can be that person that stands out and people look up to and say, I want to be like, look, how did you do it? I want to be like you. You can be that person. You can be that person. But know that it is not magic. It takes work and it takes patience. And more importantly, consistency. It takes consistency. It takes consistency. So now that I have shown you all that you can be, how the benefits of being a career of undergoing a career makeover, Do you want to know how to do it? Do you want to know how you can successfully make over your career? Oh my God, the time is fast spent. So we're just going to move on as fast as I can. Yes, 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 yes. Please just say it in the comment section. I want to. Because there's a question going on in many minds right now. Like, okay, this life that you have explained to me, these things that you have, these benefits that you have reeled out to me, is it possible? How? How do I do it? How? Ask me, oh, ask me. Harmonized career and life. Oh my God, it is very possible. It is very possible. So, the first thing, I think I have said it before, but I am going to emphasize it. I am going to emphasize it right now. The first thing is know thyself. Know thyself. Self discovery. In fact, Socrates summed it up. I was tempted to even name this slide Know Thyself because he has summed it up. Know thyself. Socrates emphasized that self awareness. Socrates is a great philosopher. He said self awareness is the foundation of wisdom. By understanding ourselves, our desires, motivations, and limitations, we can make informed decisions that lead to a fulfilling life. Self discovery is crucial for personal growth or professional growth or any kind of growth and the pursuit of a virtuous life. Self discovery is crucial. It's like that is the first thing you need to do. Who I am. Who am I? Ask yourself that question. You can see this picture in the slides. A man looking at himself in the mirror. Like you need to go into a deep self examination of who you are. The process of introspection and self discovery awakens deeper truths within us, guiding us toward authentic self expression and purpose. That's the word authentic. It has to be you, who you are, knowing that there is no other you. And the world doesn't need a copy of Oprah Winfrey. The world doesn't need a copy of Michael Jackson. The world doesn't need another Jeff Bezos, I mean, what's his name, or this Facebook guy, or Apple guy. The world doesn't need another of those people. The world needs you that I'm saying like this. The world needs you. How can you come out to the world if you don't know yourself? Look, there's just so much. Discover who you are. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. He has highlighted the immense power of self discovery, suggesting that our true strengths and potential come from within us and not from external circumstances. Leave whatever is happening around you. Leave it, oh, leave it and go inside yourself and ask yourself deep questions. Ask yourself deep questions. Self ownership, take ownership of yourself. It comes through self discovery. How do you take ownership of yourself? It is when you have successfully discovered who you are. Because it is only when you know yourself, when you truly know yourself, that you can now live a life of independence and inner fulfillment. The last quote that I that has expressed this or that gives meaning to this self-discovery is from Plato. He said, the first and best victory is to conquer yourself. It's a process, so we are all in progress. It's a process. It's something we do every day. If you're a Christian, I'm a Christian. The Bible says, die to your flesh daily. Daily. It's something you do daily. You know, Plato understood that self-discovery is about mastering yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and that is the highest form of victory. Hmm. You see that there's a whole lot of work here. You have to go inside yourself. It is the highest form of victory. Now, I'm going to, go ahead. I have told you that self discovery is the starting point. That is where you start from. That is where you start from. How discovering who you are. And one tool that we can use to discover who we are is the SWOT analysis tool. Now, I have a template that I can share with you. I give them to, I have a actually community that you can join where I will be sharing these things, all these things. I have a personalized SWOT analysis template, or I like to call it a tool, the SWOT analysis productivity tool. Yeah, that you can use. What is a SWOT analysis? S is for strengths, then you have weakness, you have opportunity and threats. A SWOT analysis. Now, the strengths and the weakness are internal. The opportunities and the threats are external. Now, to do this, you can actually join our channel. The link will be shared anywhere and anytime. You can send WhatsApp message from the message that you have received to get this tool. Some of the questions you can ask to discover your strengths are: what do you do well? What unique resources can you draw on? What do others see as your strengths? And you to ask yourself, what is it that I do well? Because there are some things that you actually do that you've not shown anybody. People don't know that aspect about you. So this is a time for it. This tool will help you look inside of yourself. Some of the questions you will ask yourself to discover your weakness are: what can you improve on? What do you have fewer where do you have fewer resources than others? And what are others likely to see as your weaknesses? Then for opportunities, what opportunities are open to you? What trends can you take advantage of? How can you turn your strengths to opportunities? This is a very vital question because opportunities, like I said earlier, is external. Now, you have your strength that is internal, and that is an asset to you. Your strength is an asset to you. Your weakness is a liability, an internal liability. Your strength is an internal asset to you. So, how can you turn your internal asset to your external assets? Those are the questions you can ask yourself. Well, how can you turn your strengths into opportunities? For instance, one of your strengths is I know how to write. I have great writing skills. I'm just saying, for instance, as an example. That is a strength. That is an internal asset. Now, how do you turn this internal asset of writing into an opportunity for you, external assets that will now generate income or revenue for you? For instance, you write a book. If you write a book, you sell. What happens? You get money. That is an opportunity for you. So yes, now the threat and is now an external um, liability. Threats are now an external liability to you. So what threats could harm you? These are some of the questions you can ask to identify your threats. What is your competition doing? What are you? Who are you? Like if you're, for instance, you're a doctor or you are a doctor, for instance, you have other doctor colleagues. Why are people you will study the same thing. You are both gynecologists. You are both gynecologists. Why are people preferring to go to this other gynecologist than to you? Those are the questions you ask yourself. What is your competition doing? What is he doing that I'm not doing? Those are the questions you ask yourself. And what threats do your weaknesses expose you to? You have identified your weaknesses, which are your internal liabilities. Some of these weaknesses open you up to threats. Open you up to threats. Now I'm going to use this example. Just as you like women too much, as a man, just for laughs anyway, you like women. It's a weakness, so and it's an internal liability to you. Hmm. but it can turn to a threat, an external liability, when that desire for women will lead you to one woman that will send you to your grave. So just to lighten things up. So those are that is just it. To do a, it's not something that we can rush, but I can get the tool to you, you access it, and then you use it. So at this stage, you are trying to build, for most of us, we are trying to establish ourselves as a brand. We are trying to build our presence. We are trying to, build an image. So right now, what we should be concentrating on is your internal asset and liability, which are your strengths and weaknesses. You will need to get to do this. You will need to get this template, this tool, and carry it out. I'm telling you, it exposes you to knowing yourself, to knowing who you are. It's very, very important and very vital. It's a vital step that you need to take. The second thing in the second thing I want to bring out is having a big picture. Like, how, we're talking about how to undergo a career makeover. How do you do it? Now you have a big picture. Right now, what is it? You are um you are you are in this level. For instance, you are, let's say, you're a teacher and you want to own a school. So what's the big picture for you? What's the big picture for you? You know, what does success look like to you? That's the question. These are the questions you ask yourself. What impact do I want to make on others? To begin to build that big picture in your mind. How do I want to be remembered in my career and life? We had one conference at work one time where someone came to speak and said there was this exercise they asked us to do. Like, what do you want to be written on your tomb when you die and they're burying you? It got a lot of us thinking, like, what do they want? You really just want to say father or mother, wife, sister? What do you want to be written on you? What do you want to be remembered for? It's part of the process. You have a big picture of what it is. What challenges have you overcome currently as you are now? What are some of the challenges that you have overcome? And how have they shaped your story? These are the questions you ask yourself to begin to generate that big picture in your head. What would I do if failure were not an option? This is a very important thing because some of us, we know what we want, but we also know why we can't get it. And that knowledge of why we can't get it is overpowering what you want. So sometimes just even think, what is that thing that I will do right now if I am assured that I can never fail, that I will not fail at it? If you get the answer to that question, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Then one other thing that I saw, the last question, what does my ideal day look like? you know there I do it a lot. Even before now, I used to like imagine my work day from when I wake up, go to the office. My ideal work day, I still do it. It's in my head. I still do it, and it helps me, pushes me, because right now I am still not in that day. I am still not experiencing that day in my life right now, but I'm on the road. I'm in a journey. I'm in the process, and I will get there. So that is what having a big picture, does. I'm going to introduce you to one tool that can help with this, and that is the vision boarding. Most of us would have heard of a vision board, and what it does, what is a vision board and all. I'm just going to, but creating a vision board is a powerful way of visualizing your goals and manifest your desired outcome. Is a very powerful way, of manifesting that thing that you have in your head. Now, I've listed out 4 steps that you can take to help you create an inspiring and effective vision board. The first step is to define your goals. That is the first step, to define your goals and vision. Now, I have a goal setting template that will help you with this. I think I can send out the links again. It's on Seller. It's free of charge for now, but it's not going to be for long. It's not going to be for long. So please rush the Seller and get that template. It's a very powerful template. I have this red model that I have designed. You will not find it anywhere on the internet because it came from inside me. Red model. And I touched on it a little bit in the goal setting template. I want you to get it and use it. And I would really appreciate your feedback, please, because I've used it, I'm still using it. And the more I use it, the more I see how powerful that tool is. So get it, it will help you with goal setting because it will help you clarify what you want. It will help you take time to reflect on what you want to achieve in different areas of your life, like career, relationship, health, personal growth, whatever, finances, whatever, to teach you how to show you in steps how to set smart goals, specific, measurable, realistic, and time bound. It will set you attainable. It will show you how to set smart goals. Oh my God. I'm going to just rush it off. Just give me some 5, 10 minutes and we're going to be out of here. Um, so gather material. The second step is to gather material, like find images and words, collect images, quotes, words that resonate with your vision. These things could, be from a magazine, any online source, in church, anywhere. What is a vision? We have seen some. Maybe you see a picture of a happy couple, and you in your marriage, this is how you want to see. This is how you want your marriage to be. You can add that to your vision board. Add inspiring words, affirmations, quotes, all those things. And get your supplies. Get your supplies. Then organize and assemble your board. Now we have tools, online tools that like apps that like Canva that will help you do it online. You can also do a physical vision board. The first vision board I ever did was physical because that was before the advent of, these are the things I tried in even in school. Even when I was in school, I did this vision boarding, and it is interesting because it just helps you see, like, like this is where I want to go. There was a time before I ever got a laptop. Before I ever got a laptop, I used to use like I will just construct something and turn it small, and I will put it on the table and I'll do as if I'm typing. I'm serious. And I said, yes, I'm going to get my laptop. And the laptop came. These things are real. It happens. It helps you prepare and see yourself living in that place that you want to be even before you get there. So these things are really important. Then the last step is to place your vision board where you can see daily. It should be somewhere that anytime you come out, you will see it that this is where I'm going. Daily visibility is very important where you can visualize it, and you are reminded every day that this is where I'm going to, this is what I want to be. Now, by following these steps, your vision board will serve as a visual reminder of what you're working towards, helping you stay aligned with your goals and aspirations. Hmm. The process, the process. Now you have discovered who you are, you have seen where you want to be. There is an in between. How do you get from where you are, from who you are, to where you want to be? That is what I call the process. How do you do that? There are two things, two steps that I have pointed out here. The first is to break it down into actionable steps. That big dream that you have, that you say you want to buy a big car, you want to build a house, break it down into actionable steps, monthly, weekly, daily. I've talked about setting smart goals. You identify the first inside this is to identify major milestones. Like, okay, I want to buy a car. That car costs 4 million. I'm currently earning 100,000 per month. Or I'm currently earning 500,000 per month. The car I want to buy costs 4 million. What do I need to do? How many times I what amount do I need to save for how long to achieve that? So this is what I'm saying to identify major milestones. Like by in 6 months, I should have 500,000. When you get to 6 months, you have now achieved that milestone of getting 500,000 in 6 months. So these are the things you need to break it down into actionable steps that you can do daily to achieve that big dream that you are looking at. Like I've said before, you list the daily, weekly actions, what you need to do daily to move you closer, and then you prioritize tasks. You know the tasks that you have to do, you prioritize them. What do you mean by prioritize? List which is urgent. There's what is called urgent and important. There's what you call important or and not urgent. List them that way, and then you set deadlines. Set deadlines. Sometimes when we just say we are going to do something, we never get to do it. And that's the truth. But when you say I'm going to do this by so time, set deadline. Do you know that this webinar has been on my mind for such a long time. And I just set today's date. I just set the last Saturday of the month, and I just said, whatever happens, I'm going to do it today. And here we are. We are doing this. It may not be as much as I wanted us to be, but I have started. And the vision is in motion. It's very important. It's very important. Set deadlines and meet those deadlines. The second part of the project process is to create a strategic plan. Is to create a strategic plan, develop a timeline, allocate resources, create a contingency plan, because no plan is completely fail proof. Whatever you do, always have a plan. Be like, what happens if this doesn't? Not that you're planning to fail. No, it's not that. But you are not giving yourself room to fail. That's just it. That's the way you should look at it. You're not planning to fail by creating a contingency plan. What you are doing is you are creating no room for failure, because if this doesn't happen, this will happen. If this doesn't happen, this will happen. So that's it. You need to set key performance indicators. What are key? Sorry, excuse me. Oh God. Sorry. You need to set, key performance indicators. Key performance indicators are just like metrics, things that will point you to success. When you are able to tick those things, you now point to success. Don't make it vague. Don't make your process vague. Like set specific goals. Like instead of saying, I want to um like I want to become the best. I want to become the best in the world. you know, I want to be a big coach. Instead of just saying that, or you want to say, I want to be rich. That is a very vague, yeah. Let me use that. You say, I want to be rich. That is a very vague word. You can just, make it specific. I want to be worth 100 million in so time. That is it. That's how to set KPIs. It needs to be specific to the letter. And then the last point I've said here is to schedule regular reviews. You have to review your plan, review your process. Every time, go over it. Is this working? If it's not working, let's leave this and then let's continue this. Let's start doing this. Those are regular reviews. Those will make you, know that you are always on track. You are on track to achieving your goal. And I've said it before, personal branding. You should understand that you are a brand. Is you are a brand, whether you like it or not. Whether you have consciously, whether you are living consciously in that reality or not, you are a brand. You are a brand, whether you have created it or not. People have perceived who you are. It's crucial to your career because it shapes how people perceive you professionally, even or otherwise. It can significantly impact how opportunities for growth and success. Here's why personal branding is important for differentiation and competitive market. I think we've touched on all this. Increase visibility and recognition. When people know that, look, this person, oh, if he says he will do it, he will do it. People recognize you for that. Enhance career opportunities. They will come to you. You don't need to apply for things. They will come to you. Trust and credibility, alignment with goals. Because when you consciously develop your brand, you are aligned. You will discover. You would have aligned them with your career goals, empowerment and confidence. I've said this before. Long term success. Building your brand ensures long-term success because it means you are putting in the work. You are doing what you say you will do. It ensures long-term success. And please know that personal branding is not just about self-promotion. It is about authentically representing yourself in a way that aligns with your values, your goals, and the impact you want to make in your career. Like I've said, I've brought out that analogy before. You are not a gold-plated Paco. No, you are gold. That is what personal branding is. It is not painting Paco gold and presenting it as gold. That is fake. That is inferior. That is mediocre. That is not what personal branding is about. Personal brand is about building yourself from within, your most authentic self. That is what personal branding is about. And I've said it before, be consistent. I mean, if you have known what you want to do, please do it consistently. It may seem like nothing is happening, no. The first few weeks, the first few months, even the first years, it may seem like nothing is happening, but don't stop. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. So it's not just about showing up when you feel inspired. Today, spirit has entered. That's when you now. No, it is about delivering the same level of value, authenticity, and messaging across all platforms. Now, this is about online branding, interactions over time. Without consistency, even the most personal brand, even the most curated, personal brand can lose their credibility and trust, making it harder for others to connect with you and rely on the value that you offer. Look, I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. This is the one thing that people ignore, that people tend to overlook when they are building their personal brand: consistency. This is the one thing that people tend to ignore. Most especially young people. They just want that overnight glory, overnight shine. All those people that you think they just come and just blow. It's not like that, oh. It is not like that. They have been working underground. Anyone that you see will just come and go. It can happen, oh, that you may just be like a flash in the pan. But is that what you want? I don't think so. What you want is to be a sustainable name, a brand that will live even after you're gone. That is what you want. So you need to be consistent in doing the things that you need to do daily. And so I'm leaving you with some quotes from well-known successful people or business owners and industry thought leaders. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. This is by Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon. Tom Peters, a management expert and author, says we are CEOs of our companies. There's a LinkedIn post I made some time ago where I indicated that you are a CEO, whoever you are, whatever role you take, you are a CEO. Take ownership. Whether you're a cleaner, you are a CEO of that role. Take ownership. Yes. You are a CEO of your own company. Me, INC, me incorporated. To be in business today, our most important job is to be the head marketer for the brand called you. Look, if you do not hear anything again, hear that. Simon Sinek is an author and leadership expert, and he says people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, and what you do simply proves what you believe. We all know Oprah Winfrey, a media executive and philanthropist. She said, "Let excellence be your guide. When you are excellent, you become unforgettable. Doing the right thing, even when nobody knows you're doing the right thing, will always bring the right thing to you. Think about it. Think about these things and, you know, implement them. Time is fast spent. I don't know if anybody has any questions so far in whatever we have done. Oh, you can't see the slide. Oh my God. Can you see it now? Sorry about that, please. Sorry about that, please. Sorry about that, please. I'm just seeing the comments. Uh, okay, are you still there with me? If there are any questions or anything that you know, please let me know. I know what time is fast spent. Oh my God, I can't believe it. If you have any questions for me, please indicate in the comment section. Well, in the absence of any question, oh, Julie, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Julie. Oh my God. Thank you, Julie. Can you see the slide now? I'm so sorry about that. So sorry about that. Oh, I didn't know that you couldn't see the slide. Are you still here with me? Please indicate in the comments. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Oh, oh. Oh, who is here with me? Mm. Okay. Thank you, Julie. I saw that you joined in. God bless you. Oh, wow. So many comments. So many comments. Okay, in the absence of any questions, let me just quickly round up because I know we have uh, many things to do. Um, Sorry about that. You didn't see the slides. So sorry. So I'm just going to leave you with this question. I'm going to leave you with this question. What will you do differently today to improve or enhance your personal brand? That's the question I leave you with. That's the question I leave you with. What will you do today differently to improve or enhance your personal brand? Let it be the question that goes with you from this session. You know, ask yourself, what can you do to move on? Today, what is that one step? Think about it. What is that one step that you can do? Um, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who joined in this session. I know I've taken much of your time. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's a community that I'm nurturing. It's the Career Makeover with YT community. If you need the link, I can drop the link in the comments. Mm. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't think ah, where is the link now? Okay, please, everyone that is here, I'm sure most of the people here are know me personally. So I will send out the link for the career makeover with YT channel that I'm, where I will share some of the resources that I have pointed out in this session, and then we can go to work with it and let's see what happens and let's see what goes on. Please, this is the first session, and I didn't really like the fact that I couldn't hear anybody's voice. I couldn't hear people chime in, giving their comments or anything. So I'm going to try as much as possible to make the session next month on Zoom, so that we can, throw in comments and then be a part of the whole thing. It's going to be more interesting for us both. And then we can go even into breakout rooms and do something beautiful. Thank you so much. Career Makeover with YT is going to be holding every month, once every month, every last Saturday of the month at 7 p.m. That is the time. So please lock your calendar, 7 p.m. every last Saturday of the month. That's what's going to be happening. Lock your calendar. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's so good to have started this. I'm just going to go ahead and then thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining in. God bless you. God keep you, and may God cause his face to shine on you. Thank you guys, and bye bye.